Casa to the pack. It is Pack here,
aka your mama's best friend.
and in today's video they released blog post number 3 giving away a bunch of information of NBA 2K21 on the next generation and the new build system and what's going to come with it, and especially brand new badges. And in today's video I want to talk about the 10 best new badges added into NBA 2K21 next generation. But before this video starts though, be an OG, join the pack and subscribe, and let's get this video started. At number 10 on the list, it is Relay Passer. It is a boost to the shooter on a pass to assist situations. So Dimer is a good badge. I think everybody can agree as a playmaker, if you pass to somebody and it gives them a better chance of making it, that's a good badge. Now imagine with Dimer, but you don't have to directly pass it to somebody. You can give it to somebody, and if they give it to somebody else, that boosts their jump shot. So not only does one player have Dimer, but everybody has Dimer in all different situations every time you pass the ball. If everybody on your team has this badge, almost every single shot that's going to be shot, unless you're playing ISO the whole time, is an assist, which is going to be a boost to the people's shooting, which means it is like a team increase in shot percentage overall, which is what you want, and I think that's low-key broken for the game. At number 9 on the list, we have Set Shooter. How many of you are corner sitters? Probably a lot of you. I mean, a lot of guys are just like, yo, I'm out at the game and my friends just want me to sit in the corner. Hey, this is the badge for you. Set Shooter. Shooting ability gets better the longer you set and wait before pulling. So if someone passes you the ball and you are wide open, you have an even huger chance or a bigger chance of making a shot. Imagine this with catch and shoot and all these other badges, and you're never gonna miss a shot, I guarantee you. Set Shooter is low-key one of the more broken badges as long as you're a corner sitter, and I guarantee this badge is gonna be used a lot in next generation. At number 8 on this list, it is Stop and Pop 3. So for the JJ Redicks who want to pull up threes in transition. So how many of you are driving and you want to pull up a 3 in the transition because you know you can make shots, like you trust your jump shot, but in transition sometimes it's a moving shot and sometimes it's not really guaranteed to go in? How many of you thought that? There's so many times where I'm like, yo, this is an open 3 in transition. I can get 2 easy buckets, but I know I can get 3 right here. There's times where I pull up in transition too, and I want a badge that's going to guarantee me that I make it most of the time as long as I'm wide open, which, guess what? A lot of times in transition, you are wide open at the 3, and people dare you to shoot it. With this badge, you're going to be able to hit so many transition 3s, you're going to make other people rage quit because of how many shots you're making, and that is clutch. At number 7 on this list, it is Heatseeker. So it boosts takeover progress on inside shots. So what it's saying is, if you score in the post or in the paint, your takeover goes up. Have you ever dunked in 2K? Your takeover already increases a lot if you do that. Now you have this badge on Hall of Fame, and you get 4 transition buckets in a game, which happens almost every game for me at least. I get 3 or 4 baskets just in the transition dunking it. Bro, you're going to get team takeover immediately, and that's what you want, team takeover. When everybody has team takeover, when your teammate has rebounding takeover, and you have shot creating takeover, and someone has a catch and shoot takeover, bro, you're not going to miss and you're going to destroy anybody. If this badge gives you the kind of boost that we think it is going to, when you're getting every single bucket in the transition dunking in the post, that means you're going to get takeover, your team takeover so fast that every game you play is going to be ended before it even began. That is going to be such a good badge in my opinion. At number 6 on this list, it is Circus Threes. So it improved the ability to hit pull-up and step back 3s. Look, there's a lot of animations in this game that do step backs, fades, spin fades to make 3s. And they get you wide open, but they're so hard to green, let alone make in general. So this is going to help you make these a lot more. It's going to bring out your inner Ticino, and I know all of you want to be able to be like Ticino and hit the dumbest shots possible. If you're a shot creator, this is definitely going to be the badge for you, and I think if you know what you're doing, this is going to be one of the best badges in the game. You're going to be able to do all these impossible shots that no one's going to be able to guard, and that's going to be so disgusting. At number 5 on this list, it is Rise Up. It boosts the ability to do standing dunks in traffic. How many of you bigs are in the post and you have a little guard on you and you're scared to press square because you're gonna miss it because they have Intimidator on either Gold or Hall of Fame? This shouldn't be a problem anymore if you have the Rise Up badge, the new one, where you literally just turn and dunk on them. Yes, you can already do that in 2K, but it is so inconsistent and so uncommon to happen. But with this badge, it's basically saying you can probably do it most of the time as long as it's smaller defenders on you or even big defenders. You can just pump fake and then just yam it on their head almost every single time. This badge is going to make centers more relevant because I know centers aren't as good in scoring, and this is going to help centers do a lot more in the post. At number 4 on this list, it is blinders. Less affected by peripheral defenders when shooting jumpers. This is going to be the badge that so many ISO players use because this is what's going to happen. If you're ISOing or if you're using screens and you're doing your behind the back cheese around screens, how do you stop that? You play sides. But there's a point right behind the center when he gives you a screen that you're kind of open unless the defenders are on your sides and they go press triangle and it contests and your green windows like shrinks. But when you have blinders on, which is what this badge is, those people that are going to try to jump at you are not going to be able to affect your jump shot, which means you annoying players. I love everybody in 2K community, but the people that just hide behind the screens and do behind the back until they're open, these dudes are going to be even more overpowered this year. It's like there's no chance, bro. We're going to lose every game because you guys are not going to miss with this badge, but it is going to be such a good badge. I can already tell. At number 3 on this list, it is deep threes. This is literally replacing range extender. It is Dame and Curry range 3 balls. You can be hitting from the logo, and that's basically what limitless range was, or range extender was. Now you're gonna have deep threes. I mean, this is a not only one of the best badges. This is at the point of the video where this is the badge that you have to have. Like, this is no excuse. You're going to have deep threes badge if you're a shooter in general. Like, this is a must have, no excuse. You have to have it, period, straight up. At number 2 on this list, it is hot shot. Increases takeover meter faster when knocking down jump shots. Again, we're going into this territory where these are badges that you're going to have no matter what. If you hit a jump shot and this boosts your takeover a lot after one jump shot, what happens when you guys who ISO and get 3 or 4 threes in a row in the beginning of the game? It's over. Your team has team takeover off rip probably, and then it's just over straight up. So yeah, I mean, this badge is going to be probably the most important. I'd even argue it could be the most important badge in the game when it comes to getting takeover, because you know how good takeover can get when your whole team has it. So yeah, this is by far one of the best badges in the game, and we haven't even had the game come out yet. And at number 1 on the list, the badge I think is the best one that they've added is revived Posterizer. It is literally contact finisher, but this is specifically for contact dunks. This one is interesting because not only is this the posterizing badge that you're going to need to get posterized, which, by the way, I do think this badge is kind of dumb because if you were a slashing center or a slashing forward, you were all ready to posterize people without badges. So I think it's kind of dumb that they're making you get a badge just to be able to posterize people. But at the same time, this badge could mean that people who have low dunk ratings, like a 70 dunk rating, could posterize people if they have this on Hall of Fame. Who knows? That could be the case. If that is the case, that is awesome. So there is a positive here, and if that's the case, then this badge is going to be so broken that everybody that has even a decent dunk is going to have to get this badge, in my opinion. That's it for this video, you guys. Which badge do you think is the most necessary of all these? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.